Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we start, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, like my channel. The topic that I have chosen for today's video is Keyrateduration. So before I jump into the working that I'm currently sharing on the screen, I would like to give you some background. That is what exactly Keyrateduration is. So basically, portfolio manager needs some tools to hedge the risk involved in the portfolio. So Keyrateduration is one of the tool, and this basically comes under the foundation of the risk management paper one topic, and this is one of the most technical topic in the paper one. So if I were to tell you basic understanding of Keyrateduration, we have studied the DVO1. Basically, DVO1 is one bips change. What is the change in your price, in the price of the bond from the one bips change in the interest rate? So over there, we assume that there would be a parallel shift across the yield curve, which is a very unrealistic assumption. So say for an instance, if portfolio managers thinks that my DVO1 is certain amount, and if he hedges using that DVO1 number, but eventually when actually market moves, that hedge is not, I mean, it's not that effective, which he presumed. That is because your yield curve may not move into the parallel direction. So just to give you the live example, this is a data that I have obtained for US Treasury rates for January 2022 and February 2022. So I have plotted this graph. So if you see what basic assumption of duration or DVO1 is, that you have the parallel shift across the yield curve. That is, whatever, say for example, if you when you calculate DVO1 or the normal duration, you you bump up your or bump down your 1 month rate and 10-year rate by 1 bips, which is very unrealistic assumption, because there could be an instance wherein short-term interest rates move higher than long-term interest rate or vice versa. So this is a demonstration of the actual data, wherein you can see that, I mean, if I refer this particular region of this graph, so if you see that 1 month rate has not moved that much on February 10, 2022, whereas 2 month and 3 month rates, likewise across all the tenure, there is a shift till all the way till 20 years, sorry, 3 years, and after that also the change is not that high. From this 10-year onwards, again change is not that high. So with in between tenures, on a Fab 10, the rate move was relatively higher than short term and long term tenures. So that gives a rise to concept of key rate duration, wherein portfolio managers actually observe that which are the key rates that you are driving your risk of the portfolio. So basically that is the background of the concept. I mean, if I were to say that there is a origination of all the concept. So eventually DVO1 was not serving a purpose of hedge. That's why we have Keyrateduration. So let's look at what Keyrateduration is. So for that, consider the bond with a face value of $100 and coupon of 5%, paying annual coupon. And for simplicity, I've just considered that there are 5 bonds. So you can consider these bonds as these are the bonds, basically bond 1 till 5 with the respective maturities. We'll say for example 1 till 5. So bond 1 has maturity of 1 year, likewise bond 2 has maturity of 2 years, 3 years, and bond 4 and bond 5 and so on. Yeah. So these are the prevailing spot rates. So basically now what I'll be doing, I'll give you the basic understanding of first how we value the bond. So if I were to price all these 5 bonds, First, I will project the cash flows. So for 1 year bond, you don't have any interim cash flow on the match. I mean, after 1 year, you directly get $105. And for bond two, the maturity is two. So at the end of first year, you will receive $5, and at maturity, you will get $105. Likewise, for bond three, at year one and end of year two, you get $5. And on a third year, you get par value along with your final coupon. So same with bond four and bond five. So these are the cash flows for all the bond five bonds. And so let's calculate what is the current price based on these spot rates. So basically 105 at the at the first year end, discounted back till today. So at 3%. So basically I have done normal discounting. So for 105 has been discounted at a 3% rate. So this is a price of bond one. Likewise, I have discounted this $5 from year one till today, and this 105 which we will receive at the second year, I have discounted back till today with a spot rate of 4%, and from second year till today, so it gives you $97. So these are the respective prices. I mean, say with the same analogy, we can calculate prices of bond 3, bond 4, and bond 5. So it will give you the prices today with these spot rates. Now, what key rate basically assumes is, instead of parallel shift based on the portfolio manager's observation, they just bump up or bump down the key rate. Basically, they observe that this is a key rate that is driving your risk. So they accordingly stress that particular rate. So say for example, if based on the portfolio manager's observation, they feel that 3-year rate is major driver of the current market bond price. So what they do to calculate key rate 01, basically the risk, they just instead of 5%, uh, let me make this also yellow so that you can spot it. So instead of 5%, what they do, they decrease 3-year rate by 1% to see that what is a change in my bond price. So same calculation, instead of 5% spot rate for 3 years, I have discounted this 105 at a 4% instead of 5%. So when I was discounting at a 5%, I was getting $90. When I discount at 4%, I'm getting $93. And if I add all the present values along with coupon, so there is no change for these spot rates. So you see that these two are equal. And because we changed the 3-year spot rate, there is a change in the price of this particular year. And finally we get when we add up all these, so earlier we were getting $100.18, now we get $102.82. So there is a change of, when I increase my key rate by 1%, there is a change of $2.64. So basically this is my key rate 01. Eventually this is my key rate duration also, because basically the phase value is 100. So even I can say that this is a percentage change when I change my key rate by 1%. So this is about key rate 01. Likewise, if I were to differentiate it from DBO1, in DBO1 we were increasing all the rates by 1% or decreasing all the rates by all the spot rates by 1%. So that's the change. Basically in key rate, you just stress your key rate instead of all the tenors. I mean, instead of making parallel shift in the spot rates, you just stress one key rate. So that's the basically difference. Please share your feedback if you understood, or if there are any inputs from your end. And once again, I would request you to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Stay connected with the channel. Thank you.